Hi. Wow, okay. I didn't expect so much validation on Sunday. Thank you for bringing them on Sunday. Can we please fill up these? It'll be nice. We're just these many of us. तो आगे आ जाओ मज़ा आएगा. Thank you, one person. मस्त. Thank you. Hello, hi, welcome to today's Sunday afternoon open mic. Yeah, how many of you are doing this for the first time? Can we hear it? Hoot, hoot. Come on, yeah. It's Sunday. यार थोड़ा आवाज करो यार. Hoot, hoot. Hoot. हाँ ऐसे. पहली बार कौन कर रहा है? One. Okay, thank you. That was exciting. Okay. Welcome all of you. It's going to be a fun open mic. My name is Harsh. I'm going to be your host for tonight. I sometimes forget to tell my name, so I thought पहले ही बोल देता हूँ. Few rules. Okay. You have 4 minutes. Everyone has 4 minutes. You can perform as many pieces as you want in 4 minutes, but you only have 4 minutes. 3 minutes 30 seconds. There'll be a light on the back. Okay, that will blink. It'll be farthermost क्योंकि बहुत light है. तो पीछे देख लेना. Line दिखे वहाँ पे. तो you have 30 more seconds. And then you can wrap up your piece in 30 seconds. Overtime मत जाना. We have a bunch of people. Everyone should get a chance. Everyone should get a fair chance to perform. So please don't go overtime. That's number one. Second, this is my like it's not a rule but like suggestion is have fun. You made it here on a Sunday afternoon, right? Like it's a lot of effort, dude. I can't wake up every day. I can't wake up early this every day, so I have respect for people who can do this. So you put effort, you come here, so have fun. Third, again, it's not a rule, it's just my suggestion. Fuck up, it's okay. I feel like there's so much pressure, right, to come here and do this right. So it's okay. You're going to keep getting chances to perform in different stages in different places in your life. Take your time. If you fuck up, if you fumble, if you stammer, it's fine. You know, like you can start the sentence again. No one's going to look at you and be like, Nicola Visi, that's it. You are an imperfect human being. You know, everyone is like that, so it's fine. Okay, have fun. Fourth, main important, this is a rule. If you have anything in your piece that might trigger someone, to trigger warning pehle de dena, just in case someone can go out for 4 minutes. It's better, right, for everyone's mental health, sanity. Also today is Sunday, you know, you don't want to come here, get triggered, and then all day be like, man, pura Sunday chalega. How many of you are working? Can you give me a hoot? Hoot. Okay. And the rest of you are students or you? Student? Working. Okay, you didn't hoot, but... Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't see. Okay, cool. But is anyone working today? Have you guys been working today or aaj chutti hai?
Providing extra support.
Okay, you're providing support, you're doing digital marketing.
Yeah.
Film, oh my god, okay. There's no break in that, okay. Anyone else working today or just Sunday is a holiday?
Studying today.
Studying today?
Yeah.
What are you studying?
I'm doing journalism and mass communication.
Okay.
Masters first year.
Okay, cool. Nice. Cool, so I hope that this is fun for you. I hope it becomes like a smooth ride in between the whole day. You can go back to work, maybe after this you can go back to studying. But I hope the next 2 hours will be fun. Yeah, I'll come and keep interacting with you guys. I want to talk about really something very, very special. Because you know, tomorrow is a very special day.
Not for us.
I mean, it's for everyone in a way, you know. Because everyone spends, even if you don't want to be reminded, tomorrow you'll be reminded of people you don't want to be reminded of. So you might as well, you know, like, be in the boat. So I want to talk about different things, okay? We'll come and do that. मेरे को एक मॉक ट्रायल करना है उसके पहले, ठीक है? I'm going to call someone on. You have to cheer and clap and do everything, okay? Whether it's first time performer or not, ठीक है? I'll call you a random person now, not your name, random. You have to hoot and cheer, okay? Be an audience. Cool? Okay. Na. Okay. We can do it one more time. I think you guys are more this one, okay? Na. Okay. You have to keep clapping till the person comes, okay? So now you know the energy is here. It has to be here. We are 7 of us right now, okay? Energy has to be there. It'll be really fun. Yeah? Okay. Cool. You want to start or should I give you like some... I was going to give you some facts about myself. You want to know something?
Yeah.
There's no pressure. You can say no. It's not like I'll be like, I won't let you perform. I am from Bangalore, but I am Gujarati. It has nothing to do with them, but I'm just saying, A lot of people look at me and say that's a weird combination and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know why. But it all comes down to one simple thing, okay? People keep asking me, do you feel more Kannadiga, do you feel more Gujarati? I'm like, it depends on the breakfast I'm eating today, okay? If it's idli and coffee, then I feel like Kannadiga. If it's like thepla and chai, I feel like a Gujarati. But here's the thing, I haven't had breakfast in a few years, so right now I'm having total identity crisis in life. I'll give you one more fact. 2 weeks back, I was not only a national but an international threat, guys. You won't believe. I had COVID. So, yeah, sorry. That. How many of you, can you give the loudest hoot, like all the frustration, okay? How many of you got COVID in the last 2 years? Yeah, okay. None of you, rest of you didn't get it at all. Testing nahi kiya. Okay. One person hasn't tested. Some of you haven't got it, and only 3 of you got it, including me. 4 of us. That's it. This is very weird. Even last Sunday, only 4 of us got it in a room of like 15, 18 people. It's weird, guys. I don't know. It's weird for you guys because we are normal in a way. We all have gotten it. You guys haven't got it. People are looking at you weirdly, saying something's up with you for not having gotten it. Okay, cool. So this is it. I will keep coming in between acts. You guys perform 4 minutes each. Have fun. That's it. We'll talk to each other. If you don't want to, it's fine. But we'll still talk. I'll talk. If you guys want to respond, ठीक है. वरना देख लेंगे 2 घंटे बाद क्या होता है. ठीक है. We'll call the first person, okay? The first person is a first-time performer. Yeah, first. Okay, cool. I thought I read the name wrong. Okay, the first person is a first-time performer. Okay, so you know what to do. Start clapping. A little more. First person. Can we please have Manishi? Is that right? Did I say it right? Okay, 1 second. Can we please have a louder first person? Yeah. Please have Manishi.
Hi everyone, I am a writer and today I'm going to recite 4 of my poems, most of them being love poems since tomorrow is Valentine's Day, 1 or 2 here and there. So I hope you enjoy. Here it goes. So this first poem is about 2 sparrows who actually existed and often visited me. There is a couple, a pair of sparrows, who visit me every day. We now recognize one another over the years. We meet in my bedroom, overlooking the sea and the trees. While I sit on my bed, they sit on the windowsill. I give the couple their space to kiss each other, while together we enjoy the coffee and the rain. So the second one is, I wrote it at 3 in the morning when my subconscious mind just got triggered and I got up from my sleep and I started writing. Love is all I have inside me, even in half of me. You break me into half, love is all you will discover. Even half of me knows nothing about a wedge. Love is all I need to make me fall in love. Hold me tight, even if it's in half of me. You will get the warmth of feeling loved. Dig me deeper and explore, even if it's in half of me. Love is what you will discover, because it's only love I can deliver. So the third one is inspired from an event which happened 17 years ago. It's a little secret now between you and me. It's my first drive in my fiancé. So it's making love in the car. The street light casting an amber glow, refracted, reflected, and scattered, enough to make us glow. Sitting next to each other, we looked straight out of the windscreen, love shyness as it was. A subtle trickle by the butterflies in my stomach. Pitter-patter, drumming over our heads, the rain fell with compassion, making music and love in the silence. My racing heart, fluttering sensation, I placed my clammy palm onto the gear in anticipation. He keeps his palm onto my dorsum of hand, rubs his left forearm to my right forearm, triggering my erector pili muscles, constricting my blood vessels. I turn right, gazing at my beloved. He kisses my lips, defenseless, as we both seem to be. Overpowering my senses, I blossom like a flower. So the last one is actually not a love poem, but a stigma in a society. It was written with a lot of agony, and I wanted to share because it comes from the heart. You say we bleed, while we prepare ourselves for your being. You see it with shame and disgust, fear to even speak. You forget you were born in the same blood. You believe in myths and traditions. Conveniently ignore why Parvati took Shiva's curse. I fear it to be your own fear of blood. Please do not bestow. Please do not bestow this fear or myth to your sons. Menstruation is innate. Its stigma is a form of misjoining. Thank you. I have my book published, poetry book on Amazon, and you can follow me on my writing on Instagram, Manishi_Gupta. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for beginning this afternoon with love and poems about love. I think it's really, really cool that you spoke about something from 17 years back. That's really, really cool. Thank you so much. Can we please have a round of applause for her? Yeah? I've noticed when people come to open mics, when they do love poems, people are like, yeah, it's fine. It's your love story. It's okay. But the minute people do Heartbreak, they're like, yeah, this is mine. It's not even your story anymore. This is my story. Okay, I want to do something. So I want to talk about something very, very special. Okay, you'll know in a while. But before that, I want to give you context as to who I was before I grew up. Like while growing up. Not before I grew up was then. Okay, I was born. But before, like while I was growing up. Okay. So let's say this is who I am today. And this is who I am when I was younger. Okay. That's for perspective. My left hand is me right now. My right hand is me from when I was younger. Me right now, I feel, like firm. I feel confident. I feel like, okay, I can get something done, or I can try to ideate or, do something about it. Me, when I was younger, was scared constantly, was anxious, was, couldn't talk to people. Even if I had to talk to like one person, this was my reaction. I had to like just, stop myself and like hold myself and like not do anything. So I was very scared of people. I was very scared of like just things happening around me. And in that environment, I grew up. And I grew up in a boys' school, which is not particularly the best ideal situation in this scenario. But my parents were like, okay, let's just do that. So they sent me to a convent school. 7 years I was in a boys' school. That is okay. Then they decided that they're not scared enough, me and my brother. We should put them in a co-ed to make it more interesting and adventurous in their life. So they shifted us out of a boys' school when I was in 5th and my brother was in 2nd, and they moved us to a co-ed school. 6th grade, I have come to this school for the first time, okay? And I don't know about you. How many of you have gone to an all boys or an all girls? Or all boys? All girls, okay? All boys? Anyone?
All boys.
Only you? No one else? All of you went to co-ed? Okay, cool, fine. This is normal for you then. This information won't come shocking to you. It's very normal. So, did you ever go to a co-ed? Like, did you switch like this in school? Okay, so
I was in co-ed.
yeah, oh, you were in co-ed and then you went to.
Yeah.
Okay, that's even worse. But there needs to be balance, okay. But I discovered like another species of being when I moved to a co-ed, because I'm like, I only knew guys. Now there are also girls, which is very scary because no one tells you how to interact, even though now I realize after growing up that it's the same way you interact. You interact with respect, you interact with whatever, how you interact, right? But then it was very scary because no one ever tells you how do you go approach a person, how do you go, especially girls. I hadn't really spoken to any. And I'm telling you, this happened in the first week of my school in co-ed. My teacher was like, all of you guys are being very unruly. So I will put you guys, I'll make seating arrangement. I'll change the seating arrangement where 2 girls will sit on the side and 1 guy will sit in the between. And I'm like, I'm not prepared for this mentally, physically, or emotionally to like understand this, situation. What I want to talk to you guys about is my first crush, okay? Because tomorrow is such a great day, right? Okay. I don't need to keep saying it. So I was like, we should explore, little. I want to understand how's it been with you guys. And I will tell you stories of what has happened in this whole journey, because it's taken me 6 years. Like, I had a crush on this girl for 6 years, from school till almost 12th grade, from 6th grade to 12th grade. And whatever happens in this phase, I will continue telling you. But before that, I want you to just close your eyes for like 5 seconds, okay? I don't know if this is a good memory or bad one, okay? I'm really sorry. but I want you to think of your crush, okay? Your first. Karliya, okay. Sorry. I'm late. I'm sorry. I arrived to this party late, okay. Always just close 5 seconds and think of your first ever crush in your life, okay? It could have been 2 days back. It could have been in school. It could have been at any point, okay? Cool, now you guys can open. I can see some people almost about to cry. Sorry, guys. Can we quickly go around the room and ask when was it? When was your first crush? 7th grade?
I think 8.
8th grade? 9th, wow. 10th bol do. Okay, 6th, 7th? 8th? 5th?
Maybe in college.
College, okay. 12th? 7th? 9th? Oh, okay. Average is cool. Okay, average is cool. Yeah, so 6th grade was the first time I started interacting and all. And I didn't know how, I still don't know how to talk to girls. I don't know how to talk to guys also because, you know, like I was like this all the time. So I was like, I don't know who's going to talk to me, all of that. And it's scary. I feel like it's scary to move suddenly from, like schools is, so how many of you switch schools? I don't know. But it is a little difficult and scary to suddenly make friends. Now it's easy to make friends, but no one wants to be your friend. When you were younger, it was difficult to make friends. Everyone wants to be your friend. In this whole phase, I came across this one person, okay? One person, not in my class. She was in the same grade. She was 6th grade. And I looked at her. And I don't know like how these things develop, right? How do you, like no one knows what is the process to crush. It's not like step 1, you look at someone. Step 2, like you're already in love. And you know what has made it worse? Movies. Movies have made it worse for people. Because they don't tell you how to talk. They tell you how to do things in actionable things. Like this only. Step 1, look at someone. Step 2, if that person's a girl and you're attracted to the person, cool. Step 3, go talk to the person. But talking also, it won't be direct. It won't be straight up like, hi, this is my name. They will do all like flowery things, they'll show song around it. You know, it's all high production shit. You can't pull it off in school. So I couldn't. But like just being around this person and like seeing Bollywood just started giving me a lot of like, wow, this feels so cool. And I feel so weird over here. Like it feels so like butterflies in my stomach. And I've heard people say butterfly in my stomach. But I couldn't verify with someone because I was scared to talk to someone and be like, what does this mean? So I didn't have friends, many friends, but this is what happened. And then I used to listen to a lot of radio, okay? Do you remember this song called Ek Nazar Mein Bhi from taxi number 911? I was casual, okay? I came back home and I'm just thinking about this person. And I don't understand what this is, but I'm thinking only about this person. And again, Bollywood movies tell you, if you're thinking about one person constantly, they can't be your friend. They have to be more than that. You can't care for friends. You can just... But anyways, this was a crush or whatever. I didn't know it was a crush also, but like this is there. And also, is there a verifiable way to know it's a crush? No, right? There's no verifiable way. You feel something, you feel very excited, you're like, okay, this is a crush. So I heard the song, okay? I didn't know. It started playing and I heard the song and I got so lost into it. Imagining just random visuals. Have you guys done that? Like just be with the person, like fantasize in school, just being with them, you know, being in places with them where you would go. So like this song had it, dude. Ek Nazar Mein Bhi is like my entry, yeah, like anthem in that time, 6th grade, yes, it was my anthem. And it was crazy because every time that song would play, I'd start remembering the person, or I would hum the song in my head to like do that, but never had the courage to actually look at the person properly. If the person's coming in front of me, I'll just look down because I'm too scared. She doesn't know anything. Doesn't know who I am. But in my head, I've built a world now, so I have to follow up to that character and be like, okay, this person is doing this, I need adventures and all. But that's how it began, okay? That's how it began. And we'll continue this after the next person. Cool. Thank you guys. That was, thank you for listening. Cool. Okay, next person. Yeah, are you guys excited? Yeah. Okay. Can we please have Rahul? All the way from here, guys. Keep clapping. You can't stop. Yeah.
अजी सुनो पास आओ जरा, इस दिल को तुमसे कुछ कहना है। जितनी दफा घड़ी देखते थे क्लास में, उतनी दफा तुम्हें देखते रहना है।
क्या बात
तेरे इश्क परीक्षा में एक्स्ट्रा कॉपी बार बार भरूं, आखिरी मिनटों में लिखते जितना, उतना हमेशा तुमसे प्यार करूं। यूं तो आदत है काम में लगे रहने की, पर हुजूर तुमसे ये वादा करूंगा, क्रिकेट स्कोर के बेचैनी की तरह हर रोज तेरे लिए समय निकालता रहूंगा। जिस तरह सम्मानित करते हैं मिलने पर, मुझे भी वो फूल भेंट करेंगे क्या? ये कोमल गाल, गुलाबी होंठ, महकती सांसें, तेरे घर वाले मुझे ये गुलदस्ता देंगे क्या? तेरे नशे की लत में बंध जाऊं, तेरे नशे की लत में बंध जाऊं, दिलो जां का जुआ हो जाए, आंखों का जाम होठों से चखना और सांसें धुआं धुआं हो जाए। जिस तरह भिगोती पहली बारिश जमी को, जिस तरह भिगोती पहली बारिश जमी को, मुझे भी वैसी बरसात में सनना है। गंगा स्नान करने को हर रोज तेरे भीगे तौलिए का, तेरे भीगे बालों का तौलिया बनना है। किताबों के मिसाल जैसी जोड़ी अपनी चमकाएंगे। तुम मेरे लिए कपड़े लाती रहना, हम तुम्हारे झुमके ले आएंगे। तेरा ही वॉलपेपर हर स्क्रीन पे, तेरा ही वॉलपेपर हर स्क्रीन पे, बटुए में फोटो लगा लूं मैं। कौन सा पूजा पाठ करूं जो वरदान में तुझे पालूं मैं। उपवास जो हुआ इतने सालों का, उपवास जो हुआ इतने सालों का, सूद समेत प्यार करना है। चांद मेरी आ जाओ बस, जी भर के इफ्तार करना है।
Thank you so much again for talking about something as amazing as love. So can we please have a round of applause? Yeah? Just between us, okay, guys. Does any of you have plans for tomorrow? It's fine if you have. I don't know why I said it instantly. Okay, it's fine if you have a plan tomorrow. I'm just asking. Does anyone have any plans? Does this day mean anything to any of you? Or if you look,
any plan.
it can be any plan. Okay, so that's like a normal day in a way. Okay. Anyone else? No one has plans? Okay, cool. How many of you are dating or in a relationship? Ma'am, you're married.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just okay. She's married. Anyone else who's dating? Married. Okay. Dating. No one else? Okay. Don't be so sad, guys. It's fine. It's I don't know why like this whole Valentine Day, right? Like brands and restaurants and everything make you feel like it's sad to be alone. I think it's great. You should do a thing. I should do this earlier, which I want to continue. Is on Valentine Day, call a cafe and tell them I want a table, and they'll be like, yeah, for how much? And just be like, one. Fuck with their head, okay? And be like, I just want table for one. And I tried that, and one cafe was like, no, sir, we can't do that. And I'm like, whoa, I just want a table. I'll just come. I'm giving you money. It's fine. You're getting more money. Why does it matter? He's like, no, sir, we only have tables for two. You can't come. It's like sad. He's like, no. You get another person. Now I have to find another person who's willing to do this experiment and go to a cafe where there are couples and sit as single tables and just drink coffee, which is too much to ask for. Because I can clearly see no one's interested anymore in this much. There's only brands who are just selling shit all the time. So we should do this, okay? We should people who are single should just book a cafe and single table and just sit. So the couples will start feeling weird. Usually it's the other way around. Also in school and college, there's pressure. If you see your friends, a lot of your friends, if a whole group of friends are dating, suddenly there's pressure on you for some reason. You should also start dating, even though it's not necessary, and you shouldn't, because they'll fuck your future up. But because you date someone and then trauma. Oh, anyways, so people should do that. We should do the other way around. 14th, we should all book different cafes and just go sit as single people in different tables and make couples feel weird. The couple should look at each other and be like, dude, that's really more cool. I think we should not do this at all. But anyways, cool. If you intend to do that tomorrow, let me know. We'll figure something out. Cool. Okay. Next person. Yeah. Okay. Start clapping. Oh man, can we please have Kedar? All the way, guys. Till he comes on stage, keep clapping.
Thank you. I always say this. It looks a lot smaller when I'm in the front row. But yeah, thank you for being here. I'm primarily an English poet, but today I have something in Hindi. I'm also the guy who always has a printout for some reason. Harsh knows this. ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लूँगा, अच्छा लगा तो तालियां, खराब लगा तो गालियां, दोनों भी चलेंगी, ठीक है। एक, मैं किसी की सेंटिमेंट्स हर्ट नहीं करना चाहता, एक लाइन है जो पॉसिबली कर सकती है, तो ट्रिगर वार्निंग। मुझे ज़रा गौर से देखो, सिर से लेकर पांव तक। मैं ऐरा गैरा कोई इंसान नहीं, सोसाइटी का एक मजाक हूं। देखा है आपने भी मुझ जैसों को कई बार, मजाक आपने भी उड़ाया है, छिपाइए ना ये बात। मुझे घूरते हैं लोग काफी चकाचौंध होकर, मैंने कुछ गलत किया है क्या इतना मोटा होकर? सुनो, गुब्बारा सा लगता हूं लेकिन हल्का नहीं हूं यार, और लोगों के शब्दों में कहीं मिलता ही नहीं प्यार। बचपन से मैंने सुना है तू दिखता है रसगुल्ला, तू दिखता है रसगुल्ला। अब इसमें क्या खराबी है? कुछ अच्छा होता है तो करते हैं ना पहले मुंह मीठा। शुक्रिया शुक्रिया। वैसे मीठा खाने से ये हुआ नहीं, कब से ही मैं हूं ऐसा। चिढ़ाते थे मुझे सभी लोग और मैं हंसने भी था देता। जिम जाना किया था शुरू, मेंबरशिप भी लिए 3-4, पैसा बहुत गया। जिम जाना किया था शुरू, मेंबरशिप भी लिए 3-4, लेकिन लेग डे और आर्म डे के बीच में ना मेरे माइंड ने मान ली हार। ठीक है ना, खेलने आता है क्रिकेट, ना भाग सकूं फुटबॉल में। ना खेलने आता है क्रिकेट, ना भाग सकूं फुटबॉल में। भागना तो दूर की बात है, जूते भी मैं बांध ना पाऊं रे। और भाग भी लूं तो लोग देते मुझे हाथी का नाम, और भाग भी लूं तो लोग देते मुझे हाथी का नाम। तो मेरा भी मंदिर बनवा दो यार, करो मुझे भी प्रणाम। आलस की बात तो है नहीं, शरीर मेरा भी हिलता है, पर जब कपड़े फिट नहीं आते ना तो दिल में कम चर्बी में ज्यादा चुभता है। फुसफुसाहट सुनी है मैंने, फुसफुसाहट सुनी है मैंने कि मैं हूं खाते पीते खानदान का, लेकिन 2 वक्त की रोटी मिलना मुश्किल है कितनी, ये भी मैं हूं जानता। कितने ही बार सुना है तुझसे करेगा कौन ही प्यार, तुझे कोई नहीं मिलेगी, बस करना मान ले हार। ना होगी किसी से दोस्ती, ना मिलेगा ढंग का काम। आज देखो मुझे यारों, दोस्त भी है और बनाया भी है नाम।
बहुत बढ़िया।
शुक्रिया शुक्रिया। शक्ल से मैं दिखता नहीं किसी के आंखों का तारा, मैं शक्ल से दिखता नहीं मैं किसी के आंखों का तारा, पर पहचान का बन जाऊंगा ना तो लगूंगा मैं भी प्यारा। अब सुन ली है आपने भी कहानी मेरे मोटापे की, पर ये मोटापा ना एक हकीकत है जो बन गई है मेरी। थैंक यू। बैक टू हर्ष।
Thank you so much, Kedar, for talking about it in such a nice light. I feel like you took up something so vulnerable and actually made something amazing out of it. So can we please have another round of applause for it? अरे यार थोड़ा तो दे दो यार, थोड़ा तो दे दो यार. Okay, cool. Thank you. So, 6th grade. Very exciting time because when I was in school, I would not talk to a lot of people, so everything is just internal, right? Everything is happening internal. And I would see this person in school, wherever you go, not in the same class. Luckily, I'm very glad not in the same class, otherwise I really wouldn't be able to pay attention during class. But this was a different class, so break ke time pe ho gaya, ghar jate waqt aate waqt. She was just like this, her walking by, I'm like, wow, that's it, my day's made, okay? And like, it was just cool because I would go back home like a rock star, like I've achieved something, even though I haven't spoken to her at all. Okay, and school, another day has gone past and I've seen her and I'm like, oh wow, so cool. It feels butterfly every time I see her. So I would just go home and touch in. That's all. Mom's like, homework. I'm like, अरे कर लेंगे. Detention, अरे देख लेंगे यार. Life में सब सही चल रहा है, कुछ नहीं करना है. Then a year after that, with family and stuff, I went to Goa for the first ever time with family, all of that. So ठीक है, it is the most weirdest but the most specific memory I have in my head about this event. We were on a ship, we were on a boat, we were supposed to go see dolphins, so we saw dolphins. It's a 1 hour, journey कि यहाँ से तुम एक बीच से जाओ, एक कोने में dolphins को देखो, वापस आओ. So we saw that. While coming back, there was only C. Okay, and we all are sitting quietly, full family, jitne bhi log hai. Gujarati family, so 60, 80, 100 people. But like, so we were all there, and all I could think about was I wish I see another boat. And like, she's also just there, right? Or like getting down the beach and playing in the, like being on the beach or like doing whatever. And I'm like, I wish I just saw her like walk. It was so weird because I didn't understand what this meant in my head. I'm like, I didn't question why am I doing this, but it just felt nice having the thought of her just being around. Just her presence started feeling very exciting. And also a lot of movies released in 1 year. So like my head went a little more crazy in trying to understand what to do about this. तो ये सब हो गया, ठीक है. 7th में हो गया. 7th also haven't spoken to her. We moved to a new school. We've moved from shorts to full pants. We moved from pencil to pens. Okay, things are changed in life, upgrade. But I was still the same person. Still hands are shivering. Still not able to talk. Still not able to like make conversation. तो 7th हो गया. 7th गोवा जाके सब. And Goa's one incident. वैसे बहुत सारा घर के आसपास या स्कूल के आसपास I would just have these random scenarios in my head building, saying what if this happens, what if that happens, or like, you know, like what if we get to talk. And that was my only thing, how will we get to talk, because I don't know who to ask, what to. I don't have that many friends. And also I feel like over time I've realized I'm glad in a way I don't have that many friends, especially guy friends. I feel like in school, especially, guy friends really don't know, like we all are equally clueless, right? No one knows what to tell anyone. So whatever they have, they will give it to you, which most likely is not going to help, but like that's the best you can get. Because you can't go ask someone else. Like I didn't have so much courage to go ask another girl saying, hey, how do I do this? Like what do I go tell this person? How do I get introduced? You know, who do I, no, nothing. Which also brings me to a point where I feel like in school there should be a curriculum designed just for guys on how to talk to girls or women in life, because it's a very long-term life commitment process. I think maybe that will change things that are there in the world. So 8th, came to 8th, went to another class. The 8th was the class where I met my friends for life. Like I know them now for years, and 8th is the place where I started talking to a little more people. Hand was still shivering, but I was still able to make some conversation with guys. This is after 2 years of being in that school. And why I told you that telling guys or asking guys is a wrong mistake? So now I will introduce 2 other characters, 3 characters actually, okay? One is a nice guy, okay? Nice guy in school, nice guy in school. Second is this Casanova in school, where we don't know how to spell Casanova, but we go around telling I'm a Casanova. That's my friend, another Casanova. Third was this, I'm just going to call him Joker, because he was really like the funny in class, and he was also getting marks, and he also was confident. He was that guy. He didn't want to like, he didn't necessarily wanted to, I think how do I explain? But you got it, right? Joker was the guy who was making fun of people, enjoying, entertaining. The Casanova was like, cool dude, good looking, confident, whatever. This is a nice guy who was good at studies, did well, and had some logical understanding of life. These two didn't. तो मैंने Casanova दोस्त को बोल दिया ऐसे, ठीक है? While talking, I was like, I should trust this person. He looks nice. So I told him that, hey, I don't know what this is, but I'm feeling like this. And I explained everything to him. And you know, you can see someone and their face is normal, and suddenly there's a smile on their face. And you're like, that's weird. Why is he like smiling like that? And then, ठीक है, वो खत्म हो गया. फिर lunch हुआ, lunch भी खत्म हो गया. Lunch again, like I saw her passing by, and I was like, that's it. That's it. My day is done. I don't need anything more. I was so happy. I was like, you should not even date me. I'm good. Like I'm just. So I told this friend of mine, and after lunch, I come back to class, and everyone's looking at me weirdly, and I'm like, I haven't got so much attention in all of my life. I don't know why everyone's looking at me. And you know, right, when you enter a room and someone's looking at you, you know that people are looking at you and something is up. तो मैं जाके बैठ गया और मैं वैसे कोई बात नहीं करता, मेरे से ये नहीं हो रहा. And people are just smiling at me, showing me a weird face. Then I get to know this fucker's gone and told the entire class that I have a crush on her. And then one of my classmates knew someone in her class. So after lunch in 8th grade, without having spoken to her at all, after building courage for so many years, making so many scenarios, for the first time, she knew. And the whole class knew, which is stupid as fuck, but the whole class and my whole class knew that I have a crush on her. And the minute I realized that, I was like, oh, fuck, this is like really, this has become real now, right? Because it was all in my head. It can be anything in your head. But like the fact that now it's real, it's happening, I was like, fuck dude, now I don't know what to do. So I'll continue this after the next person. Twinkle kitni. Okay, yeah, cool. Got it. Okay, next person. Yeah. Can we please have Rajat? All the way from the first row, guys. Keep clapping till he comes on stage.
So hi guys, first time है. That what she said. Sorry, nervous था तो I thought कि joke से start करूँगा better रहेगा, but तुम्हारे expression बता रहे better नहीं रहा है. So ये मेरे दूसरे प्यार की कहानी है. पहले प्यार का कंक्लूजन बता देता हूँ. जब मुझे लगा कि हमारी बनी बनाई है बात, इतने में समाज के समझदार बोले, क्यों भैया क्या है तुम्हारी जात. ऑन दैट भैया नोट, आई एम फ्रॉम यूपी. दूसरे कहानी बताता हूँ. अब दूसरी कहानी थी, अब ऐसा जब होता है, जब किसी का पैर टूटता है, किसी का दिल टूटता है, एक लौंडा क्या ही करता है. जो नहीं करना चाहिए मैंने वो सब किया. मैंने जॉब छोड़ दी, मैं अपने गाँव चला गया और मैंने टिंडर इंस्टॉल कर लिया. थैंक्स, खुदा मेरे को और सिखाना चाहता था और मेरे को राइट सब भी मिल गया. सो इस तरीके से वो हमारी ज़िंदगी में आए. उस वक्त जैसा कि फेज चल रहा था, जब इंसान का दिल टूटता है तो बहुत बढ़िया लिखता है. मेरे साथ तो है एटलीस्ट. तो उस वक्त मैंने लिखा था, और मेरी मोस्ट ऑफ द चीज़ होती है ना, जो मैं सामने दिख रहा है उससे रिलेटेड लिख देता हूँ. यानी कि कुछ भी सेंस बने ना बने. उस वक्त जैसे कि अगर खिचड़ी बन रही है ना घर पे, मैं खिचड़ी पे लिख दूंगा कि ज़िंदगी की खिचड़ी हुई पड़ी है, आकर इसमें हींग की ज़िंदगी की खिचड़ी हुई पड़ी है, इसमें चुटकी भर हींग की महक मिला दो ना. ज़िंदगी की खिचड़ी हुई पड़ी है, इसमें चुटकी भर हींग की महक मिला दो ना, आकर ज़रा इसमें प्यार का तड़का लगा दो ना. तो इस तरीके से हमने उसको अप्रोच किया. उस वक्त इंस्टा पे एक स्टोरी मैंने खुद लिख के शेयर की हुई थी, जिससे उन्होंने बहुत रिलेट किया कि कब तक टूटी तार पर गांठ मार मार कर कपड़े सुखाओगे, कब तक टूटी तार पर गांठ मार मार के कपड़े सुखाओगे, धुले कपड़े धूल में मिलता देख बस पछताओगे. तो इससे उन्होंने बहुत रिलेट किया. वो भी अपने पास्ट एक्सपीरियंस से निकल रहे थे, हम भी निकल रहे थे. दोनों को चाहिए था कंधा और हम दोनों को मिल गया कंधा. तो बातें आगे बढ़ने लगी, डेट हुई, सब अच्छा हुआ. बट उनका वो क्रिस्टल क्लियर विजन होता है ना, लिटरली शायद लड़कियों के पास ही होता है, कि उसने क्लियर बोल दिया कि आई एम नॉट लुकिंग फॉर एनीथिंग रजत प्लीज़. मगर इश्क था उनको इश्क से. तो उस वक्त मैंने उनसे सवाल किया था कि सवाल कर नहीं पाया. एक चीज़ कही थी कि इश्क है इश्क से, ऐसा नहीं था सॉरी. इश्क में हारे लोग ही इश्क को बदनाम करते हैं. इश्क में हारे लोग ही इश्क को बदनाम करते हैं. इश्क है इश्क से, इश्क है इश्क से, इसलिए देख के दोस्ती को नाम इश्क का ये प्यार करते हैं. तो इस तरीके से वो हमारी ज़िंदगी में इश्क लेके आए, उम्मीद की किरण दिखाई और हम मिलने लगे. तो उम्मीद जब मिलने लगती है, ऑब्वियस सी बात है, सिंगल राउंडर बीइंग अ मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर, कोई थोड़ा से भी वो दे देता है ना कि भाई साहब आ जाओ, कि सुन ले कि ओ भाई साहब इज्जत, तो हम बह गए. हम उम्मीदों में सपनों के महल बनाने लगे, जैसा उन्होंने बताया सर जी ने. तो वो दिमाग में कहानी क्रिएट करने लगा. तो मैंने उससे सवाल पूछा कि अभी जस्ट दिल टूटा हुआ था हमारा भी, तो मैंने सवाल किया उसे कि क्या ही उम्मीद करते हो मैं खाने का रास्ता दिखाकर, क्या ही उम्मीद करते हो मैं खाने का रास्ता दिखाकर, जिसका भरा जाम का ग्लास टूटा हो अपनों से टकराकर. क्या बात है. अभी निकले अपना निकले, कटा के निकले, जो भी निकले अभी जस्ट निकल ही रहे हैं. तो इस पर उन्होंने इंस्टा पे 100% रिएक्ट कर दिया. और जो इंस्टा पे इमोजी काम करती है ना भाई साहब, हमारे लिए वो है कंफर्मेशन की थप्पा, ये लड़की करती है मुझसे प्यार, अब हम आगे बढ़ेंगे. बट उनकी तरफ से क्रिस्टल के लिए नहीं भैया नहीं है प्यार. प्यार नहीं, प्यार था बट वो शब्द नहीं देना चाहते थे. उनके एक्शन, वो हर एक चीज़ मेरे को दिखा रही थी कि इश्क है, बट वो शब्द नहीं आ पा रहे थे. तो और उस वक्त ही लिखा था कि मैं भी अपनी रियलिटी जानता था कि मैं प्यार नहीं करना है वापस, क्योंकि अभी जस्ट निकल रहा हूँ. तो उस वक्त लिखा था, न जाने क्यों फिर से किराए की दीवारों को रंगने लगा था, न जाने क्यों फिर से किराए की दीवारों को रंगने लगा था, पहले भी मकान खाली करना पड़ा. न जाने क्यों रंगने लगा था वो किराए की दीवारों को, न जाने क्यों रंगने लगा था वो किराए की दीवारों को, शायद भूल जाता है मकान पहले भी खाली करना पड़ा इस किराएदार दीवाने को. तो बट वो ना दिल में रहता है प्यार. तो हमने डिसाइड किया कि नहीं, हमारे दिल में जो हम बताएंगे. तो उस वक्त लिखा था कि यूँ बातों को दिल में दबा कर मत रखना, यूँ बातों को दिल में दबा कर मत रखना, यूँ ख्यालों को दिमाग में पसार कर मत रखना. जब लगे दर्द दिल होने लगी है मोहब्बत, जब लगे दर्द दिल होने लगी है मोहब्बत, तो सुन मेरे भाई, रिश्तों को 3 शब्दों में उलझा कर मत रखना. और हमने उनको प्रपोज किया बट उन्होंने ना कहा. तो जस्ट कंक्लूड करता हूँ लास्ट चीज़. तो उनकी तरफ से नहीं थी, तो उन्होंने कहा, तो हमने उनसे फिर से सवाल किया, तो तुम कहते हो हमको फिर से मुस्कुराना होगा, तो तुम कहते हो हमको फिर से मुस्कुराना होगा, अश्कों को फिर एक बार छुपाना होगा. तो तुम कहते हो हमको फिर से मुस्कुराना होगा, अश्कों को फिर एक बार छुपाना होगा, फिर से एक बार अधूरी मोहब्बत का अधूरे में पूर्ण विराम लगाना होगा. लास्ट रिसेंटली बस फिर हमारे बीच में बात होना बंद हो गई. एक दोस्त का मैसेज आता है, उसने एक फ़ोटो भेजी, जिससे रियलाइज़ हुआ कि चीज़ें बदल चुकी हैं. तो गुनहगार ना वो थे ना हम, तो गुनहगार के वो ऐसा है कि गुनहगार ना वो थे ना हम, गुनहगार ना वो थे ना हम, फिर वो आज़ाद और कैद क्यों थे हम, और आज हम यहाँ कैद हैं और आपके सामने। थैंक यू फॉर योर टाइम।
ये तो ठीक है यार, तुम लोग सुन लो, ठीक है, क्लैप अब तो ठीक है। So 8th grade. I'm sitting in class this quietly, and I'm like, oh fuck, she knows. Everyone knows. And there's too much attention. If you don't like attention at like when you're a kid, you can't have so much attention. It's too much to see. Like everyone's just looking at you and doing this. And I was like the quietest guy in class. I don't know why people found it shocking that I can have a crush on someone or like something like that. Because so just before one period gets over, because of some chit system between that class and this class, I got a chit which says, I want to talk to you after school. Okay, and this hand is like, I can't, no. Okay, so I got time again to talk to the Casanova, because I was like, hey, you, like, Casanova as in like, he self-proclaimed, but like he still had the confidence to go do it, so I'm talking to him, okay, in class, and he's like, it's okay, let's just go to the washroom, I'll like, whatever, talk to you there, because we can't talk in class. I said, okay, we go to the washroom, and all he kept doing was setting his hair, and he was not getting it right. I'm trying to tell him, मैं क्या करूँ यार, what are you? And he's like, wait, dude, 1 second, just like, just talk to her. And I'm like, that is the problem. I can't talk to her, right? So he's like, you just have to, man, like, it's fine, I'll come with you, you know, like, I'll walk around, and like, when she's around, I'll like, let you. And I was like, okay, so what do I tell? Like, he's like, just do normal things. And इतने में हम लोग को जाना पड़ा वापस, because last period was starting, whatever. So we ran back, and one whole hour, or how many, 30-40 minutes my class was, all I kept thinking was a sentence starter, कि मैं क्या बोलूँ, right? Like, should I just say hi? And I had tendencies of going blank when I was young, so I can just say hi and just like keep staring at you. And then she'll just be like, what a weirdo, dude, just walk off. And I'm like, I'm getting one chance, right? After 3 years of like having this crush on her, I'm getting one chance to go talk to her. I should do something. But I was not as motivated as I sound right now. I was just like, no. Is there a better way to go home? Can I run? Can I just leave right now? Like all possibilities that I found. ठीक है. School khatam. That was the worst bell ring. Like that's the first time I heard a bell ring, and I'm like, I don't want to leave my classroom. It's so sad. I don't want to get out. So I left, and it was like our class was diagonal on the other side. So I could see like kids coming out, and at the far more distance, I could see her. And I panicked, okay, like I straight up panicked. So I ran down of the gate. And luckily my friends, the Joker and the Casanova, they were there. And they were like, it's okay, calm down all. And I was like, no. This cannot happen. It's fine. I'll just go away. It's fine. What does the Max she'll do? Well, I'll talk to her tomorrow. And they're like, that's not going to happen. And like, she's like, if she's asking me to talk to her, just talk to her. It's fine. It won't be that bad. And I'm like, I don't know, dude, I'm very scared. ठीक है, हम बात करें. And then I see her, and she had like 5-6 of our other friends, and they all walked out of the school. And they pointed कि हम लोग road cross करके उस तरफ जाते. I said, okay. And in my head, I'm like, okay, I will cross the road with my friend. She will come. My friend will leave. We both will talk, okay? So me and my friend, this Casanova, both of us standing on the other side of the road. And we're looking at the visual, like all students there. And then 6 of them walk towards us. She and 6 of her friends walk towards us. And I'm like, I had to talk to one person. And there are 6 other people. How am I going to, like, this is very scary, okay? I don't know what to do. So they're all walking, and I'm just telling him, listen, I just want to, can I just go? Can I just run? It's okay if I'm weird. It's fine. I'll just run. I can't do this. It's very hard. Again, he was like, it's fine, dude. It's fine. Just, I'm like, just stop. Stop taking it so casually. I know it's easy for you. It's not as easy for everyone. And he's like, it's fine, you know, it's calm down, whatever, all that jazz. ठीक है, तो फिर we all as a group, so like me and my friend walked थोड़ा आगे, 6 of them walked थोड़ा पीछे, then 6 of them stopped. We also stopped. Just a weird drugs deal. You know, it sounded like, okay. Then only she walked, and then she stood in her place. Me and my friend are here. her friends are here. Now we slowly merge with the group of the friends because she's gone and stood there. And I'm supposed to go there, right? I'm just standing here casually. I'm like, so what else? And her friends and my friend are like, go. That was your way to like go and talk. And I'm like, this is the moment. They're like, yeah, go. So I go. My heart's like, I'm like, no, like every possibility that could not even exist started existing in my head. And it felt like I'm having a divorce after a breakup without knowing her. That's a very weird thing to deal with. So I gaya, so I'm next to her, she's walking, and I couldn't even look at her, okay, because it's so scary. So I'm just looking down, and this is my thing. While growing up, if I ever felt scared in that moment, I would look down straight up. I would never look up. I would start feeling more scared. So I'm like, I just look down and talk. So I'm like, hi. She's like, hi. We're just walking. I'm just like, I'm looking around. There's so many vehicles, there's sound, there's so much happening. I'm like, oh, fuck, zone back in. You know, you have to talk. Say something. And then I took a pause and I said, my name is Harsh. And then she said her name. And I was like, okay. Just sat quiet. How's your day in school? Good. How was yours? Good. What are your plans after this? 8th grade, huh? I'm going home. What about you? I'm also going home. And then she just looked at me. She said, okay, then I'll see you at school. Bye. And then she walked a few steps and she just entered some house which was there. I didn't know she lived near school. She just entered there. And I turned around and I took like one moment and I'm like, that went really well. Like that was the best conversation I've had in my life. Woo! Like I felt so good. It was like the really bad conversation. Like if I was her and she was me, I would be like, okay, so get to the point of what you're trying to say. But she was really nice about it. And I felt really excited. Because I was like, that's it, dude. I don't want her to acknowledge me anymore. I don't want her to talk to me anymore. This conversation is it. That's it. Don't even date me. I'm happy. I'm happy that I did this much in life, and that's about it. But then next day, like, you know, we had this connection of classroom. Someone from my class knew her, her and her classmates. Next day, this person my classmate meets me outside the class, and she's like, did you go near her house yesterday? I'm like, how do you know? That's so weird. She's like, oh yeah, she actually mentioned that like you guys can talk, but like that's her house and her parents are strict, so like don't go near her house or don't be seen near her house. I'm like, is this going to be a regular thing? Am I supposed to be talking to her regularly? I thought this was like done. That's it, right? Like, and then she's like, no, but like she just wanted me to tell you that don't do this, but like yeah, she'll meet you and talk to you, and then that's it. I don't remember the whole day. I walked into class with this information, and all day I just sat dreaming. I'm like, yeah, dude, this. Today also we'll say hi to each other. We'll say, what is your plan after school? How was your day? Same old answers for a while. And that's kept going on in my head for a while. That's it. That's all happened in that period. Like period as in phase, not like classroom period. But like I will come back to it after this. Cool? Thank you for listening. Okay, cool. We have 4 more people, I guess. 4 or 5 more people. Cool. Okay. Next person. Lovely. Can you please have Kaushik? All the way from the second row, guys. Keep clapping till he comes on stage. Yeah. A little more. Come on, man.
हेलो एवरीवन, आपको सूचित कर दूं कि बोलने वाले की सीढ़ी अटकती है. कंपनी फॉल्ट है, मेरा कोई नहीं है. कंपनी में कंप्लेंट की पर कुछ अभी फॉल्ट रिपेयर नहीं हो सकता, तो थोड़ा संभाल लेना. हकला हूँ मैं, ठीक है. हाँ, मैं स्टार्ट करूँगा 2-3 शेर से, फिर हम माहौल बनेगा, फिर हम आगे बढ़ते जाएंगे. ओके. तो सब कहते हैं दोस्त मेरे तू पन्नों पे क्यों ना लिखता है. मैंने मेरी कोई भी पोइट्री पन्नों पे नहीं लिखी अभी तक. सब कहते हैं दोस्त मेरे तू पन्नों पे क्यों ना लिखता है. मैं कहता हूँ जहन में लिखा है, जुबां पे मेरी दिखता है. और जब भी मैं किसी को कहता हूँ कि मैं पोइट्री करता हूँ, तो थोड़ा अजीब सा हो जाता है ना. मैं कहता हूँ मैं आर्ट डायरेक्टर हूँ, तो सब हाँ अच्छी बात कर रहा है बेटा, बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहा है, आगे बढ़। तो तब लिखना चाहूँगा कि कागज़ की गीली नाव लेकर तूफान से भिड़ रहा हूँ, कागज़ की गीली नाव लेकर तूफान से भिड़ रहा हूँ, ये ना समझो कि दुनिया में अनपढ़ फिर रहा हूँ। चलो तो हम द्रौपदी की ओर स्टार्ट करते हैं। मेरी इमेजिनेशन है, पांडवा सबको पता है, ओके। जस्ट इमेजिन करो कि महाभारत का युद्ध खत्म हो गया, सारे पांडव घर आए और कह रहे देख हम युद्ध जीत गए। अब द्रौपदी कुछ कह रही है, ओके, थोड़ा माइथोलॉजी टच है, ओके। चलो बताओ तुम्हें कहानी जो छल की है, युद्ध की है और महत्वाकांक्षा की। चलो बताओ तुम्हें कहानी जो छल की है, युद्ध की है, महत्वाकांक्षा की। चंद्रवंशी तुम वीर कहते हो, वो वीरों के नपुंसकता की। पांडव चंद्रवंशी कहाँ जाते थे, सही, वो वीरों के नपुंसकता की। विजय स्वयंवर वधूकर लाए और वस्तु सा बंटवारा कराए। चलो मान लिया संस्कारी हो तुम, आज्ञाकारी आचारी हो तुम। माने कहा था, पर कहाँ गई वो गुरु की दीक्षा, कहाँ गई वेदों की शिक्षा। मूर्ख निर्लज तुम्हें समझ नहीं, बीवी को जुए में कौन है बिकता। स्टार्ट करूंगा, कहती देखो क्या कहती कि कृष्ण जैसा मेरा भाई ना होता, 999 चीर ना पुरता। तुम तो नंगा देख लेते, सारा सभा भी तुम्हारे साथ था दिखता। मैंने भरी सभा में इज्जत लुटाई, देवर ने ही लाज दुबाई। दोनों देवर थे, कौरव पांडव, है ना। मैंने भरी सभा में इज्जत लुटाई, देवर ने ही लाज दुआई। आर्यवर्त के शांतनु वंशज करते देखते शर्म ना आई। अब क्या कह रही है, 5 पांडवों की विशेषता थी, देखो कि धर्मराज तू धर्म से चुका, धर्मराज युधिष्ठिर, धर्मराज तू धर्म से चुका, धनुर्धारी तेरा धनुर्ता टूटा। अर्जुन को कह रही है कि धर्मराज तू धर्म से चुका, धनुर्धारी तेरा धनुर्ता टूटा। महाबली तू भीम कहावे, करा विहा मेरा भाग्य था फूटा। नकुल मुझसे तू का नाराज ठहरा, सर झुका रहा कुछ भी नहीं कह रहा। और सहदेव तू महाजोशी कहलाए, जान के भी सब कुछ ना रुकाए। चलो जाने दो, अब कह रही है चलो जाने दो, अब दे दी माफी, पश्चाताप करो उतना ही काफी। एक स्त्री होती है, गौरव होती है, उसमें ऐसा कहा जाता है, हमारे वेदों में लिखा है और हम समझते हैं कि माफी देने की क्षमता उसमें होती है ना। तो चलो जाने दो, अब दे दी माफी, पश्चाताप करो उतना ही काफी। और कोई कभी ना दोहराए, इसलिए समझाने कह रही कि बागों से टूटी कली चाह के भी जुड़ ना पाएगी, बागों से टूटी कली चाह के भी जुड़ ना पाएगी। तुम कितने भी युद्ध विजय कर लो, लूटी मेरी आबरू वापस अभी का नहीं आएगी। हाँ, अब मैंने 2 लाइन लिखी है तो मैं फास्ट बता देता हूँ, बिकॉज अब वैलेंटाइन वगैरह चल रहा है तो अपना तो कोई सेटिंग है नहीं, तो फास्ट खत्म कर देता हूँ कि हर बार आंखों से देखते हो तुम, रूस से देखो तो मजा आ जाएगा। हर बार आंखों से देखते हो तुम, रूस से देखो तो मजा आ जाएगा। और तुम अहल्या सी राह तो तको, राम जरूर मिल जाएगा। ओके। और मैंने क्षमा से कहा, क्षमा परवाने में बहुत लोगों ने लिखा है तो मैंने भी 4 लाइन लिखी। और मैंने क्षमा से कहा कि क्यों परवाना जलाती है, और मैंने क्षमा से कहा कि क्यों परवाना जलाती है। क्षमा ने हंस के कहा, वो प्रेमी है मेरा, मैं जलता देख उसे खलता है, इसलिए दौड़ लिपट के मुझ में जलता है। थैंक यू। आ जाइए।
थैंक यू सो मच। ये आपका पहली बार तो नहीं था ना, पहली बार था ये? यहाँ पे पहली बार। ओके, यहाँ पे पहली बार। कूल। कैन वी प्लीज हैव should I continue this? Should I call the next person? Continue. Okay, cool. 2 people. So 8th, that one conversation happened. 2 years just passed by, okay, 9th and 10th. It was just me waving at her and her waving back, and I'm like, okay, cool. I don't need to do anything. Once in a while I met her, I'm like, Sim, how's your day? What are you going to do over school? What are you going to do after school? Okay, ठीक है. 10th में फिर वो सारे questions आने लगे 10th में. And 10th में I was like the worst student in class. Because I had like remedial, you know what remedial is, right? So 10th में ऐसा हो गया था कि 10th में first half, they were like, you'll all be in the same class you were in. Midterm you will have an exam, and once your midterm exam gets done, उसके बाद you will get divided in classrooms based on how smart you are, just to prove it to you that you're going to fail. So I was in a classroom of full of people who either were notorious, mischievous, couldn't study, couldn't catch up, and then the other people became like rich became rich and poor became poor. It was like that because they put all, earlier it was like balance, right? So there's some smart kids, some people who will help it's like smart kids will help them rise. In this case, it was just all of us in one class, and our section also was F. Can you believe it? all put in one class, and all of the A was all the ones who got like 91 or 95 to 100. Then there was like, way chalta gaya. So she and my really good friend, the nice guy, were in the same class. They turned out to be in the same class. Tab tak it was all like hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello. Then, because they also friends and whatever, and our conversation began during 10th, because 10th is that period in your life when it's getting over, you're very nostalgic, and you're like, I should keep in touch with people at least for 2 months or 4 months before I lose track about their life and then get in touch with them. Us time pe na Instagram, Facebook kuch nahi tha. So it was always like, oh fuck, okay, I'll be in touch. It's so emotional and all. Did any of you get your uniform signed? Because I did. From all of my classmates. Okay, I did that. I was very emotional. So I was like, okay, this is my time. I'm going to do it. So 10th was around that time. So towards the end we started. And there were small chits now being passed between me and her, but like nothing important. It was just like school ke baare mein hoga, ya what stream are you going to pick up, because everyone was asking that. It's like New Year, dude. You know how when New Year starts coming, people are like, what a plan, what a plan. So if anyone's in 10th, they're like, what next, huh? You should know everything about your life at this point. And I'm 20, I'm going to turn 28. I still don't know where my life is going. So 10th, people ask me like, what is going on? I don't know. So 10th came by. Towards the end of our 10th, Facebook came to India for the first time. For the first time. Little did we know what that's going to do. But Facebook came to India. And I used to go to a tuition, like a private tuition with 4 of my other friends from school. She didn't come in that she was doing her own thing. But so natural cause of events was कि Facebook आ गया तो एक दूसरे को दोस्त बनाओ because it's 10th is getting over. This is the only way of keeping in touch. So that's when this began. So one day we were all sitting in this place and there's a computer and there are 4 other people standing behind me because now everyone knows in the school that I have a crush on this girl for another 2 more years. And by now it's 4 years. 6th grade it began, it's 10th now. Everyone's around me, like 4 people are surrounding me in a semicircle. They're like, send a friend request. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, what will I tell her now? They're like, you've been talking to her a little bit, right? I'm like, yeah, the same old, like, how's your day? What are you going to do after school? Like, okay, fine, we'll help you. So we sent her a friend request and like half an hour later she accepted it. And then again, I felt like that was an achievement. I was like, whoa, woo. Like there are hundreds of other people from school who are adding each other. But this for me was like, wow. And we started texting each other on Facebook here and there. But CBSE, we would have like 6, 10, 12 days of chutti between each exam. So in that period, we would like text each other. And by the time I was friends with the nice guy, who is the reason I actually passed 10th? Because he really, really sat me down and explained each concept in science and math. And because English was the only thing I was good at. Honestly, stories were the only thing I really enjoyed, nothing else. So I passed because of him. And he was a nice guy. He was a logically nice guy who would tell me, okay, you should probably do this. You should not probably do that. You should try this. You should not try doing that. And he never dated anyone. But somehow he still had sense of like right and wrong in a way. Not like that Casanova friend of mine who would be like, kar le yaar, kar le. And so that way the balance was nice. So we had it on Facebook. We were texting in between those days. And every time you would meet for exam, like I'd meet her and just be like, all the best. My day was made, dude. I'm like, fuck everything. And I was very nervous. 10th is a very nervous time, right? Wouldn't you agree? 10th is like a very fucking nervous time. Because everyone's looking at me. It's like that classroom scene where wherever I'm going, everyone's looking at me saying, oh, you're in 10th, you're going to give an exam. So I was very nervous, but every time I would see her, I'm like, okay, fine. Cut to the last day of the exam. Last day. Everyone's making plans to go somewhere. I was like, this is my moment. I have to I talk to her about something at least. Like, this is the last time we might meet. It was very dramatic in my head. We're in the same city, we live near close by, but like, no. So last day I texted her saying, hey, I want to talk to you after the exam. And last day was MCQ, so I didn't really give a fuck. I was like, MCQ I'll ace, dude. This is my priority. I need to know what to talk or what to tell, something. So exam khatam hua. She came out. I was around and I was asking my friends to sign or whatever. She looked at me, said hi, theek hai. Main chocolate leke aaya tha uske liye. So I went and I gave a chocolate saying, yay. Finished 10th. I don't know if he'll pass, but finished 10th. You're going to pass. You were in A, I was in F. Let's see how this goes. So we were generally talking, and then I was like, okay, so what are your plans after this? I didn't have any plans because I didn't have any friends. So we had 2 or 3 friends, and they were like, "Ghar jate iske baad," and I'm like, "That's so boring, dude. 10th ho gaya, khatam kuch to karte." They were like, "Nahi." I was like, "Okay, cool. Let's just go home." So I asked her, I'm like, "Okay, you want to go? You want to just walk around, eat something?" I didn't it was not even a date. I didn't have the guts to even have a proper conversation to ask her on a date. So date, I was like, no, khana khate normal, lunch break, we'll treat it like lunch break, go home. She no, and she no, my classmates are waiting. All of us are going to this one mall which is opened up, so we all are going to go there. I said, okay, cool. cool, no problem. So they all went. We came back, like the bus got us from our center back to school. Me and my nice friend walked alone home. And I don't know why, like I'm just sad. Like I'm just feeling sad. And it was not even about school, not even an exam. I was like, fuck, I wish I could like get to hang out with her. नहीं हुआ, हम जा रहे वापस. घर पहुंच गए, ठीक है, वो सब हो गया. A few hours later, me and him were on my scooty pep. I had a scooty pep then. We reached a place, and our गाड़ी got, मतलब टायर में कुछ तो सीन हो रहा था. So we stopped the bike there. And at a distance, I see her walking. And I'm like, this is bullshit. I think I'm dreaming, okay? Because in the middle of the day, why will she walk in a random lane? She lived somewhere in the same area. But I'm like, why right now? Like, this is such a weird time. Didn't she go to the mall? All those questions had come into my head. But as she came closer, I'm like, I literally asked my friend, I'm like, do you see her? Like, is it me? Have I got so mad that I only see her? He's like, no, I also see her. So she came closer and I'm freaking out more because I'm like, this is my moment. I'm going to do it. And I'm on the bike still. And I'm standing in the middle of the road, Teda. So me and my friend are sitting on the bike. We're looking at the bike. She comes walking. I'm like, hi. Says hi, starts walking away. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, cool. And my friend's like, weren't you supposed to go talk to her? Or go talk to her? I'm like, okay. So I run up to her. And I'm like, so how's the mall? I gained little confidence to ask 3-4 more questions. So I was like, how's the mall? She's like, good. I was like, so what plans are from now? She's like, छुट्टी है, देखते कुछ करते हैं. I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, cool. Full exam, okay, fine, we'll figure out. College, doing small talk, okay. Trying to do small talk. So it खत्म हो गया. I said, okay, cool, then we reached the end of the road. I was like, okay, I'll go back. I will text her on Facebook. She's like, actually, my sister has a phone and I like text from her phone. So I want to take her number. I'll send you a number and you can text me there and we can talk. And she left. And I just stood there in I'm like, all this while I had Facebook and I had 4 people around me telling me what to write. And now I have a number, which should be a nice thing where I'm getting to talk to her more. But I started panicking, dude. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to ruin it for myself now. This is one step away. But I was really happy. Like, I really came back home happy. And my parents kept thinking, oh, 10th ho gaya, I'm like, yeah, you believe what you want. I had a great day today, okay? So I didn't get to go to the mall, but like, I'm getting to like be in touch with her. So this is where, okay, till here everything was fun and nice. It's going to get really sad from now. But then I will call the next person. I'll come back and I'll finish this when I come back. I'll get it. I lost track of whose name. Okay. Cool. We have 3 more people. Next person is a first-time performer. Okay. So, yeah. Can you please have Suraj? All the way from the second row, guys. Suraj, first time. Keep clapping till he comes on stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. And I have written a poetry on Mumbai. मुंबई की हर शाम कुछ नया सिखाती है. कभी बच्चों को खेलते हुए दिखाती है, तो कभी बुजुर्गों से जीवन का तजुर्बा बताती है. यहाँ शाम को जो ट्रैफिक होती है, वो अमीर और गरीब का अंतर हटाती है. क्योंकि ना उसकी महंगी गाड़ी आगे बढ़ पाती है और ना ही मेरी बाइक आगे जा पाती है. जो सड़कों पर कुछ बेचते हैं, हाँ, जो सड़कों पर कुछ बेचते हैं, उनसे मेहनत क्या होती है वो बताती है. जब एक बूढ़ा आदमी रोटी कमाने के घर से बाहर निकलता है, तो घर कैसे चलाएगा, ये सवाल उसके मन में हमेशा रहता है. बहुत कुछ सीखने को है इस मुंबई में. सब कुछ सीख कर ही ऊपर जाना है, क्योंकि ऊपर जाकर भी ऊपर वाले को हिसाब जो बताना है. सब कहते हैं यहाँ 24 घंटे कम है, शायद सही कहते हैं. छोटा बच्चा अपनी माँ का हाथ पकड़ कर जब चलता है, हाँ, छोटा बच्चा अपनी माँ का हाथ पकड़ कर जब चलता है, उसे गिरने का फिर डर कहाँ रहता है. मुंबई भी कुछ इसी तरह मुझे हर कुछ नया सिखा गई है. अपने बच्चे की तरह गिर के फिर से कैसे उठना है वो बता रही है. फिर चाहे पैसे कैसे कमाते हैं और कैसे बचाते हैं वो भी बताती है. तो कभी परेशानियों में खुद को कैसे संभालते हैं वो भी सिखाती है. इस शहर का कर्जा मुझ पर हमेशा रहेगा. हाँ, इस शहर का कर्जा मुझ पर हमेशा रहेगा. कोई साथ रहे या ना रहे, ये शहर मेरे साथ हमेशा रहेगा. मैंने 2 लाइन लिखा है कि ज़िंदगी का हिसाब बना रखा हूँ. ज़िंदगी का हिसाब बना रखा हूँ. कौन कहाँ मुकर गया सब याद रखा हूँ। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much. That was really sweet. Wonderful. Sorry guys, one of the complaints I've got, or feedback in a way I've got while I'm hosting, is that I make people clap a lot, and I can't do anything. This is it's a part of the job. I have to do this. I can't really. Three more people. I'll quickly go to this part. Bear with me. You have tissues if you feel like crying. If you remember your own story. And 11th grade, okay? 11th grade. Can you guess my luck? I went from a boys' school to a co-ed school to go back to a boys' college in 11th and 12th. And that is, again, not a really, like, I think it's better to be around just boys till like 5th grade, because it's a good time once they start growing up now. And then college though is not a good time, but then it is a good college, so I had to go. And she went on an all-girls college. So we were in those, and I don't know why. You guys, this information is not that important. But in Bangalore, because, sorry, I zoned out. For a second, I thought I didn't tell you I was from Bangalore, but I did in the beginning. Anyways, I'm from Bangalore. In Bangalore, these two colleges were considered like, like all boys, all girls. So they were like, oh, you're going to date one person from there, that person's going to date someone from your college. And it became a thing because everyone else is co-ed and people just show them middle finger saying, you guys fuck off, whatever, we are all boys or all girls and we'll figure out our own thing. And they were two good colleges. So she joined there, I joined here. 11th May, we were now texting like through her. I got a phone in 10th. She didn't. She chose a sister's phone. Sister was chill. But we would text each other here and there. And it was like I was learning how to text. I was learning all this new, this one of her doing it. A lot of my friends suggested, we should flirt with her. And I promised you, okay, a lot of people don't believe this. I'm turning 28 this year. I still don't know how to flirt. I still don't know how to like text someone and talk like that, because I'm like, and I write, like we all write, right? So I've tried this. As a writer, it's amazing because you can like think of beautiful things to write. But like when someone says something back, I'm like, it's too flowery. Like I don't know. I don't relate, like I don't get it, So it's been very hard for me to understand how to flirt. And if I've gone around asking, in that college again, I met more guys. So I was like, okay, so how do you do this? And some guys like, I met another friend there who's also like this Casanova friend, who's also setting his hair in the washroom one day. And I'm like, dude, what do you do? How do you flirt? What do you tell people? And in my head till date, flirting is compliment. Right? Like if I tell someone, hey man, like you look nice, or you're wearing a good this, or your hair is nice, that for me was flirting. That okay, you just keep complimenting each other. That's simple effect. People are like, no, it's not that simple. I'm like, so what is it? And this guy's like, you can't be taught flirting. You'll just know flirting. I'm like, who's born? Who just wakes up and is born and is like, meko aata yaar flirt karna? I don't, it's like skills in school, you take like courses, it's very weird. So I was like, okay, and I went around asking people, said this, I'm like, fine, I'll just text normally, okay? And I moved ahead, okay guys, sorry, I moved ahead from how was your day and how was your like, what are your plans? I moved ahead from that and I started talking more. तो उसकी क्लास में ना, स्कूल में, उस क्लास में एक लड़का था. I don't know if he liked her, didn't like her, but he was friends with her. And in 11th grade, when we were already at this distance, because we were not in the same school, we couldn't meet, schedules are all packed, we were trying to talk. This guy created some confusion or some misunderstanding that till date, it's been 11 years, I haven't solved that. I don't know what it was, I've left it. But like, उसने कुछ तो बोला इसको, ठीक है? And we got to a point where I would go to this nice friend's house, because nice friend was still my nice friend from school, he was the only friend I had. So I would go to his house, and I would call her sometimes from his phone, because घर पे ये सब नहीं कर सकते. You need a backup. So this friend of mine was a backup for everything. I'm like, I'm at this person's house, and my parents trusted him more. They were like, इसके घर में तो ठीक है, my son will be safe, but yeah, whatever. So I would call, so I'd go to his house. His parents were both working, so I would just go to his house and we would like chill, uska college, mera college, whatever, and we would talk sometimes. I would talk to this crush of mine. So it began to talking, texting, all of that. And बीच में पता नहीं कुछ तो ये misunderstanding आ गई. This guy created something and it came from him, it led from him. And then one day, I just get a message saying we shouldn't talk anymore. Out of the blue, right? Everything is going fine. Randomly, if someone tells you, randomly someone tells you it's shocking. especially if it's your crush, and if she tells you, I don't want to talk to you anymore, it's like, what have I done? Like, I'm really, whatever. So I started asking her. She's like, no, I can't talk to her. I can't. Okay, I'm giving my phone to my sister. I can't. I said, okay. So I still text her saying, okay, I just want to talk to you one time, just to know what is happening, right? Which is also very scary to confront. I don't think anyone's taught how to be confrontational. So it's very difficult to suddenly, especially confront your own crush and be like, why? You know, ask questions. And if she doesn't want to answer, she'll be like, no, I don't want to answer. And I can't be like, okay, fine. I can't be like, jawab de yaar, you know, all that. It's not a courtroom. So I called her and her sister picked up. And she's like, hey, I don't know what's with the two of you, or I don't know what's with you both, something. But she doesn't want to talk to you. That's all she's told me. I'm like, hey, I just want to know why, like what happened. And she's like, no, she just doesn't want to. और मैं बोल रहा हूँ, okay, sorry, like I just want to apologize if I did something wrong or said something wrong. तो पीछे से कुछ तो आवाज़ आ रही थी. उसको लगा कोई मेरे को ऐसा feed कर रहा है मेरे दिमाग में. I'm telling it, it's not, I don't mean it. And her sister, I don't know, started getting angry at me and saying, someone else is telling you to do this. I don't know how it is related, okay? Don't ask me the logical question to this. I was just in my, you know, landline is here, and my friend was here, and he was just telling me, okay, you know, like, try telling sorry or something. He's not like guiding, he was just guiding me, he was not giving me a script. तो इसको लगा कि मैं बस ऐसे बोलने के लिए बोल रहा हूँ जो भी है. तो she's like, no, you know what, even I'm angry with you now, so like you can't talk. And that's it. All these years, everything that happened, it just stopped. And then I turned to the most favorite thing to do, is crying to my pillow. Okay, and I don't know how many of you guys have done this. I have repeatedly heard Tu Jaane Na on loop for days and days and days, and I've cried to my pillow. And it's been a beautiful feeling. Do any of you have a song? Do anyone remember a song that you heard when you first crush? Anything, whether it was good or bad? Anyone? For me, it is Tu Jaane Na.
I don't remember the film. I don't remember the film. जिसमें दोनों होते हैं, क्या नाम है उसका, अरबाज खान और वो सुहेल खान. What's that film? This guy's first film. आमिर खान का जो, हाँ?
जानतो है जाने ना.
हाँ, जाने ना का जो.
That song, yeah.
That sad song.
That sad song. Yeah. That sad song, yeah. I mean, I've heard. Yeah. That. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? No? None of you listen? Yes. Oh. That's a very intense song, guys. Also, like, I think I was too young for the music video when I saw it. I was like, what's going on? Why are they like acting like some pyramids? For me, it was Tu Jaane Na. Like, I enjoyed listening to every. Like, today also I was listening to it while coming here. But I think like that was my resolve. Like, I didn't know who to talk to. I didn't have that many friends. The nice guy hasn't been in a relationship to console me, to tell me what to do. He was also equally shocked कि क्या हो रहा है मेरे सामने. He was equally invested in my like relationship as I was. And that comfort was nice. But like, how do you express in words, right? First time something's happening. I felt like I was being divorced after a breakup without even knowing what happened. So I was like, fuck man, this is very hard. So I just kept doing this for like that whole 11th grade. Like, though you're in a boys' college, which doesn't make it easy, because I'll tell you, like, guys are just like, if they know something's happened with you bad, right, they will make sure they remind you of it more and more. And I feel that's what happened with my friends. They were just like, they were like, oh, how's your crush? I'm like, okay, we don't talk anymore. And they started laughing, dude. They're like, oh, okay, cool, fine. I was like, what? So very ruthless people. But finally, yeah, that year just went by, just crying. And I enjoy crying, huh? Just give you a thing. I've always cried. I've enjoyed cried. I've been called all sorts of names. I still enjoy crying. I'm looking forward, like 14 का मेरा और एक plan था कल के लिए जो मैं last week बोला था. We should do like a crying open mic. You know how people, this laughter, like comedy shows are there, right? I think there should just be a crying mic where people come, right? Get your comforters, get your like blanket or pillow. We'll give you like tissues. We'll play music. Or if you want, we can all like just sit in a room and just cry. I think there's great release in group crying. You know, like it's you guys should try it sometime. So if anyone thinks it's a great idea, text me. We'll make a plan. I've been planning about this for a while. A lot of people say yes, but then they finish crying by themselves, dude. That is rude. You should just do this in a group. Okay, cool. I'll call the next person. We have 2 or 3 more people. I'll come back. The story is not yet over, but it was really sad, guys. We should listen to Tu Jaane Na together. Okay. Stop. Okay. Actually forgot the name again. No, not the song. The performer's name. Who's going to come next? एक सेकेंड ना उधर है क्या Thank you so much. Guys, we're also live streaming, by the way. If none of you knew, we have a YouTube channel called Habitat Studios. वहाँ पे ये पूरा शो लाइव स्ट्रीम होने वाला है. So you can like, you'll get a link for this and the photos in your DM, maybe like 2-3 days के बाद. And you can use the pictures, you can use the video. This credit people working on it because a lot of people are working on it. But yeah, cool. Wow. You know, usually audience are not like this. You guys clap for like every nice thing. That's cool. That's very nice. I'm just telling you. I'm appreciating that you guys are really cool. Cool. Okay. We have 2 more people, I guess. Okay. Next person. Yeah, excited? Can you please have Prerna? Prerna, guys, all the way from the second row. Please keep clapping as she comes on stage.
Okay, so hello everyone. So we are just few hours away from celebrating Valentine's Day, the day of love, with our loved ones. But today I want to pay tribute to the people who lost their loved ones 3 years back in Pulwama attack, and to the people who love their nation more than anything, that they sacrifice their life for our nation. So my tribute is for them. The starting of my poem, the title of my poem is Yaad Aati Hai, because missing someone is actually a part of love, right? उस वर्दी में सजी हुई अपने आंसू छुपाकर विदा लेती हुई वो मुस्कान याद आती है. अपनों से बिछड़ने का गम था जिसमें, पर देश की आन के लिए मिटने का जज्बा बेहिसाब था, वो आंखें याद आती है. जिनकी मौजूदगी से घर के खामोश से कोने भी रौनकें होती थी. जिनकी मौजूदगी से घर के खामोश कोनों में भी रौनकें होती थी, वो आहटें याद आती है. जो चिट्ठी में लिखते और पढ़ते थे, जो सुनकर राहत से मुस्कुराते थे, वो आवाज़, वो बातें याद आती है. जो सही सलामत लौटने का वादा कर गए थे, जो तिरंगे में लिपट कर लौट आए थे. वो अधूरे वादे, वो पक्के इरादे, वो प्यारी सी यादें याद आती है. थैंक यू सो मच. सो हियर्स माय नेक्स्ट पीस. आसमां में उड़ने की ख्वाहिशें तो सब रखते हैं, पर अपनी मिट्टी के लिए खुद मिट्टी में मिल जाने का जुनून ही अलग है. कि आसमां में उड़ने की ख्वाहिशें तो सब रखते हैं, पर अपनी मिट्टी के लिए खुद मिट्टी में मिल जाने का जुनून ही अलग है. मौत से कोई कहाँ बच पाया है, पर शहीद होकर भी दिलों में अमर रहने का सुकून ही अलग है. वैसे तो रंग नहीं होता अश्कों का, पर तिरंगे में जब खून का लाल रंग जुड़ जाए. पर तिरंगे में जब खून का लाल रंग मिल जाए, तो मोहल्ले की दीवारों संग दूर खड़ी ऊंची चट्टानें तक रो पड़ती है. क्या हिसाब लगाए इस मोहब्बत का किसी महबूब की कचेरी, कि वतन से इश्क फरमाने का कानून ही अलग है. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank you so much. We have 2 more people. Yeah. And we've come to the last 2 chapters of this story also. It's coming to an end. Unfortunately or fortunately. 12th grade. Okay. How many of you went to like classes or tuitions? Did any of you go? And if you did 12th commerce, Okay. Did you guys ever take tuitions or anything? Or okay, cool. I thought I was the only one. I've been going to tuition since I'm in third. By the way, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Or people told me it's not. But ठीक है. मैं 12th में गया to this classes, private classes, which was helping us with commerce to, whatever, help us pass and do that. I'm there. The Joe from my class, who is now my really close friend, is also with me in the class. Guess who else joins the class? Out of the blue, after 8-9 months of crying to tu jane na, I go to my coaching class, and the first day I see it's her. She has come with one of her friend, and they've both joined the same tuition. And you know how you meet someone from your life, and when you meet that person, and if you met them at some other phase in your life, it's like you go back to being that person. So when I saw her first, I was like the 6th grade kid who just came to school, looked at her for the first time, felt all of these feelings. It all came back. And it was a bad thing that it did. But what can you say about emotions? It came back. And it became so that she and her friend and me and my friend have become friends. So now we would hang out in tuitions after college, because we were in 2 different colleges. We would hang out in college, in tuition. Sometimes we would bunk and go to McDonald's, because that was like a highlight in 12th grade. McDonald's was closed, but we would bunk math classes, because fuck, I hated math. Still do. So like we went to, we would go to McDonald's, hang out. Sometimes my house was very close to the tuition, so we would come back to my house, go to the terrace, just sit there, 4 of us, talk to each other. There was nothing as such happening with anyone. It was just talking. But she started talking to me, like eventually in that course. She didn't tell me what happened. She didn't tell me what went wrong last year. But she's like, cool, like we're here together, let's just talk. Initially, I felt like, oh, I'm here, she's here, so now she has to. It can't, like, it'll be very rude if all 4 of us are hanging out and she's specifically ignoring me. So I'm like, ठीक है, इतना तो नहीं होगा. So it became fine. Over time, it became smooth also. 4 of us had a tone and language. We understood each other in a way. So we'd hang out a lot. It was really fun. Go to classes. And I would get, like the kid in me would get excited every day that I had to go to classes, because I'm like, she's going to come today. And small little things would like really excite me. There was a day where we were on our terrace, and 2 of my friends, like one of her friend and my friend, were chilling in one corner. They were talking, they were doing something. She was listening to music. She said, "Do you want to listen to something?" I said, "Okay." तो मुझे लगा normal लोग ऐसा earphone निकालेंगे speaker से. She like, "Take this earphone." So I put that earphone. I'm sitting on my terrace. Sun is setting. It's breezy. Bangalore weather is great. It's breezy. And then I was just like feeling so many feels all over again, because I'm like, this feels nice. This feels so comforting. I don't think I knew her that well or at all. But that moment felt very comforting. It came back to me. All those 6 years of just being away or being around this just came back to me. So slowly I would try to have conversations about this to her, saying, hey, I had more courage now. I had more sense of what I can say. So I would like not bring it up directly, but I would be like, like 8th grade, you heard that I had a crush on you. It's still there, kind of like, So it was very hard to like say all this. And every time I would try to bring this up, she would either be like, "Meko abhi baat nahi karna iske bare mein, it's too much," or we'll talk about it later. That later never came in the whole year, because like we kept meeting every day, but that later would not come. But it was exciting nonetheless, because I'm like, at least I'm going to hang out with her at this point. We can try to see what can work, what can be worked out. I was not in any influence in terms of like trying to create scenarios where I'm like, maybe this might happen, maybe that will happen, we'll go here, we'll do that. I was more realistic, because I was like, इतना मैंने देख लिया है, तो मेरे को वापस तू जाना ना लूप पे नहीं जाना है, तो मैं थोड़ा smoothly आराम से I will like let ease into this. That's it. Good year. Really bad things happen at the end of the year, but I will come and tell you that after the second last performer. Okay? 2 more people. Guys, throw your energy when I call the person. Okay. Start clapping. Loudly, guys. Come on, last 2 people. So please have Anushka. Is that the right way of saying it? Okay, guys, please, hello. No, a little more till she comes on stage.
नमस्कार, मैं अनुष्का चौहान इस खूबसूरत महफिल में अपना लिखा कुछ पेश करना चाहूँगी। तो अर्ज़ किया है, मैं मेरी कलम और ये चाँद, मैं मेरी कलम और ये चाँद अक्सर ही कभी अपने कभी किसी और के दिल का हाल कहते हैं, मैं मेरी कलम और ये चांद। तो किसी और का हाल बताते हुए अपनी अगली शायरी पेश करना चाहूँगी कि वो सुबह की चाय सी थी, कि वो सुबह की चाय जो होती है ना, जिससे ताजगी आ जाती है पूरे दिन की, वो सुबह की चाय सी थी, शाम की बियर सी नहीं, जिसके बाद अगले दिन आपका हैंगओवर रहता है। सुबह की चाय सी थी, शाम की बियर सी नहीं, वो नदी सी थी, किसी तालाब सी नहीं, वो दिए सी थी, वो दिए सी थी, किसी मोमबत्ती सी नहीं, वो दिए सी थी, किसी मोमबत्ती सी नहीं, वो धूप सी महकती थी, वो धूप सी महकती थी, किसी फुलझड़ी सी जलती नहीं। तो अभी प्यार का समा बह रहा है हर जगह, तो हम जैसे सिंगल जो लोग हैं उनके दिल में नए नए अरमान आते रहते हैं, हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशंस। तो उसी बात पे अर्ज किया है, मैं शमा बन बैठी थी, मैं शमा बन बैठी थी तुम्हें जाम पिलाने, मैं शमा बन बैठी थी तुम्हें जाम पिलाने, वो पानी बन के बैठे थे मेरी आग बुझाने, मेरी आग बुझाने। कहते हैं ना, बहुत सी बातें होती हैं, करते हैं, कई बार लोगों को कोई चीज़ समझ में आती, कभी नहीं आती, तो मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग हो जाती है लोगों को। उसी मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग में लिखा है कि गुजारिश समझ हम उन पे मेहरबान हो गए, हम गुजारिश समझ उन पे मेहरबान हो गए, उनने आदत बना डाली, उनने आदत बना डाली, हम यूं ही बदनाम हो गए, हम यूं ही बदनाम हो गए। तो मैं मेरी कलम ये चांद मेरा सिग्नेचर राइटिंग है, इसमें मैं अक्सर लिखती रहती हूँ, तो उसी पे एक और अर्ज किया है, मैं मेरी कलम और ये चांद, मैं मेरी कलम और ये चांद, अक्सर ही सोचा करते हैं कि चाहतों में सही और गलत में भी कोई फ़र्क करते हैं, कि सही और गलत में भी कोई फ़र्क करते हैं। तो अब कहते हैं ना कि कई बार लोग टॉक्सिक किस्म के लोग आपकी ज़िंदगी में आते हैं, जो आपका ज़िंदगी फॉर नो रीज़न स्पॉइल करने में जुट जाते हैं। तो कुछ उन लोगों के नाम, तो आज बड़े दिनों बाद उनको अचानक से याद आती है, ऐसा नहीं होता, उनको आज एजेंडा है आज दिन ख़राब करने का। तो आज बड़े दिनों बाद बड़ी फुर्सत में, आज बड़े दिनों बाद बड़ी फुर्सत में फिर उन्हें याद आई है, आज बड़े दिनों बाद बहुत फुर्सत में फिर उन्हें याद आई है, हमें महरूम कर खुद को उनने फ़कीर कहा है, हमें महरूम कर उनने खुद को फ़कीर कहा है, हमें घायल कर खुद को हमारा पेशेवर कहा है, हमारा पेशेवर कहा है, हमारा आफताब जला, मतलब मगर मैं सूरज सी चमकती हूँ, हमारा आफताब बुझा, हमको हाथों में ये दिया दिया है, हमारा आफताब बुझा, हमें आज हाथों में ये दिया है, आज बड़े दिनों बाद बहुत फुर्सत में फिर हमें आज याद किया है, आज याद किया है। तो बस अपनी आखिरी शायरी की ओर, अब ज़माना है, थोड़े लोग बदनाम भी करते हैं, इसी बात पे है हमारी नेक्स्ट। तो ज़माने से ज़मानत यूँ मांगे ना फिरते, ज़माने से ज़मानत यूँ मांगे ना फिरते, हमारे ईमान पे यूँ छीटे ना पड़ते, हमारे ईमान पे यूँ जो छीटे ना पड़ते। धन्यवाद।
You know what to do. Thank you so much. Was this your first time? That's lovely. Thank you. Please keep performing, each and every one of you. I like doing this before ending the show. How many of you are just audience? Can you raise your hand, please? How many of you are just audience? Yeah. Can everyone else please clap for them? Yeah. मैं तो ये बोलता यार.
If you give a chance to perform, then I'll not be an audience.
Yeah.
I want to perform.
Okay, cool. We can accommodate that. Okay, so I'll call the next person and then I'll finish with you. Okay, cool. Then I'll come and finish the story then. Okay, after this. Cool. Okay. Last second person, guys. Last second person. Hey, please have Satya. All the way from there, guys. Please keep clapping. Please come on stage.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम सत्यप्रकाश गुप्ता है और कुछ चंद मौके मिले हैं इस महफ़िल के साथ राब्ता बनाने के, तो ये मेरी ज़िम्मेदारी बनती है कि मैं अपना एक इब्तिदा आप तक पहुंचाता चलूँ। तो बात कुछ यूँ है कि वैसे तो मेरी कलम इश्क बहुत ज़्यादा लिखती है, परंतु सुबह से पढ़ना इश्क बहुत कम होता है। मतलब मैं लिखता ज़्यादा हूँ इश्क, बट बहरहाल सुबह से इश्क बयां कम करता हूँ। बट चूँकि ये महफ़िल वैसा है, माहौल वैसा है, तो मैं कुछ इश्क की ही रुझान में रहूँगा। तो जनरली इश्क की बात करो तो कहीं ना कहीं लाल रंग जहन में आता है, और मेरा पसंदीदा रंग भी है, देखिए दिख ही रहा हो। तो इस लाल रंग के ऊपर कुछ शेर कहा है कि रंगों की बात करो तो महज लाल नज़र आता है, कि रंगों की बात करो तो महज लाल नज़र आता है। नज़रिए की बात है जनाब, किसी को नफ़रत तो किसी को प्यार नज़र आता है। और इसी सोच से आगे बढ़ते हुए एक गज़ल है जो मैं आप तक साझा कराना चाहूँगा। उर्दू ज़ुबान पे है गज़ल, तो इसकी बारीकियों को जहाँ तक आप जायज़ मुकम्मल लेके जाएंगे वहाँ तक मैं आपका साथ चाहूँगा और दूंगा भी। इसका शीर्षक है श्रृंगार लाल। सुनिएगा। तू अनोखी तेरा विचार अनोखा, तू अनोखी तेरा विचार अनोखा, अनोखी तेरी लिबास तेरा श्रृंगार अनोखा। खिला है ये लाल तेरे कल्ब को पाकर, खिला है ये लाल तेरे कल्ब को पाकर, मुक़द्दस हैं ये झूम के तेरे गहनों में आकर। खिला है ये लाल तेरे कल्ब को पाकर, मुक़द्दस है ये झूम के तेरे गहनों में आकर। हाय तेरी आँखों का ये नूर, हाय तेरी आँखों का ये नूर, जैसे महरीन हो जरीना हो, तेरे पलकों की अंगड़ाई जैसे फागुन का महीना हो। तेरे गुनगुनाते खुले बाल, तेरे गुनगुनाते खुले बाल जैसे दरमा मेरे मर्ज का, हाय तेरी चूनर जैसे अमा मेरे फर्ज का। अंजुम सा शुमार ये लाल बिंदी, लाल बिंदी रेड स्टार मरकरी। अंजुम सा शुमार ये लाल बिंदी, पाखीजा तेरे उरियान होंठ, क्या जिक्र करूं महक की तेरे जैसे थाम ले आक्रोश। सिमट जाऊं तेरे तीखे ज़कान में, ज़कान यानी चिन्ह, सिमट जाऊं तेरे तीखे ज़कान में, जावियों सा शुमार पैकर जैसे मधुरता हो अजान में। खनकती तेरी चूड़ियाँ, खनकती तेरी चूड़ियाँ जैसे राग हो सफीना की, तेरे उंगलियों की रक्स जैसे तस्कीन हो मदीना की। लाल ए लिबास चोला से चुनर तक, बाम से भंवर तक, कतरा कतरा मेरे इश्क का दस्तूर अनोखा, अनोखी तेरी लिबास तेरा श्रृंगार अनोखा। बहुत शुक्रिया।
Wow, that was really, really good. Yeah, yeah. Before we continue, say your name.
Gautam.
Gautam, okay. We'll do this. After I finish, we'll call him on, last person. You guys can go home. So all this is happening. 12th grade, spoken to her. It's been 6 years. Finally, I'm talking to her a little more regularly. Things seem more resolved. I don't have to go back to my songs. I don't have to go back to crying. It's all going fine. But there was so much in me that I had to tell, right, over the years. And I found so many opportunities over the whole 12th grade. Now 12th is also getting over, same old questions, what are you going to do after 12, all of that jazz is going on. Or बहुत वो हो रहा है because board exams in 12th also. So people are like, working for it. So it's coming towards the end. Our tuition phases are also coming towards the end, and we'll move on with us. So I really wanted to just tell her what I feel. Over time, I realized the only thing I want to tell her is what I feel. That's all. I haven't ever told that. I've said all the other things in the world, but not this. So maybe she should know what I'm feeling. Now, you should get more context. I told you, right? Like, this is my present me and this is my old me. The only way this stopped, or the only way this calmed down, was when I used to write. I began writing at age 10, and I'm not proud of this, but I wrote a whole book when I was age 10, okay, because I was very frustrated with this one series of book. You will know. And for some reason, I named it also in a way which is very patriotic. I don't know if I was that patriotic then, but I had a book which was called Hardy Boys from India. Okay. I am sorry, but I got really fried and I'm like, why is there no Indian scenario? Why is there no Indian names? I don't feel relatable to reading Hardy Boys. So I wrote like those books. I'm sure they were really bad, but like I wrote them still. And that was the only time my shaky hand or my nervous hand or my anxious hand would like sit down and be quiet and write. That's how I started writing. My expression became that. So now 6 years later, I'm a little more like my hands have stopped. It's still a little, not as much. So I resort to writing because she was not really, we didn't have the space or the time to have a conversation. So I was like, okay, I should write this. So when I छोटे notebook में, you know the square ones, the math book we used to get, small notebooks. I started writing on page 1, and like a day or a day and a half later, the whole book is full of just whatever. I don't know what happened. You know, a lot of times, you guys might relate. You know, a lot of times when you're sitting to write, and it's like a vomit in a way. Like you're just like, fuck. You just write something, and you're like, wow. Like it's coming out. So this came out. I wrote this whole book where I just written what I feel about her, and I didn't want an answer. I just wanted her to acknowledge this, or to acknowledge that I had some feelings for her, and it's okay if she doesn't want to do anything about it. So days are coming closer, exams are going to come closer. So one day I told her that, okay, you know, I want to meet you, and I won't take too much of your time. So ठीक है, तो वही हम 4 लोग मिले वापस, मैं और मेरा दोस्त फोर्स की दोस्त, 2 बाइक्स पे, 2 एक्टिवा है जो भी, 2 एक सड़क पे. आफ्टर ट्यूशन वी स्टॉप्ड, वी वर लाइक ओके, exam whatever. Then I walked up to her and I said, okay, hey, you know, what's up, like, are you studying well, how's it going, all of that. वो सब हो गया. Then I was like, okay, so what I want to tell you, I won't be able to tell you because I don't think we have the time. I don't think we have the space. Matlab, I didn't say it so coherently. I was saying more random things. I can say it now because it's been years, but I was like, okay, we don't need, we're not getting the right time and space. And I tried talking to you, you don't seem like you're in a phase to talk. So I gave her the book and I'm like, here you go. This is everything I felt for you. I don't want you to do anything about it. I don't want you to tell me a yes or a no. I just want you to read it, okay? Just read it. It's as simple as that. I know it's a long book. I know exams are coming. They're not that close. They're coming. Just read it. She said, okay. She said, I can't keep it in my house because my parents might, you know, find out or like something will go wrong. So I will give the book back to you in 3 days or 4 days, but I will read the book. I said, okay. We went back home. I felt relieved because I was like, man, this feels like, okay, again, another like mountain, like just giving away that thing. Felt a little more calmer. And I was like, okay, it's fine. It's fine. I don't care if this is going to go anywhere. I really just want her to read it. Okay. 3 days of nervousness, as usual. Is not as nervous as when I spoke to her, but I was very nervous because I'm constantly thinking about, I didn't read what I wrote, but I know what I've written overall, right? So I knew constantly ki, acha, you know, like she's going to be going through this, and I don't know what's going to go through her in her head. I don't know what she's going to land up telling me back. I don't, all kinds of permutation combinations my head is giving me. 3 days are passed. We meet in the same spot. And we're doing small talk. Again, I go and meet her, and her friend and my friend are at the bike. Very nervous. I'm like, this is my moment. She finally knows what I'm feeling. Exactly what I'm feeling. Even if she doesn't understand it, it's fine. She knows, right? Because I've given her in writing, in a book, to read it. She comes. we were talking about this, like talking about things, whatever, कि अच्छा वापस वही tuition, school, ये सब वो सब. Finally, I'm okay. Did you get, what do you think? Like, did you read it? What, and I was very nervous. She looks at me straight in the eyes and she's like, I actually haven't got the chance to read it. Can you summarize it for me? And in that moment, every part of me broke. But I was so hurt and I felt so broken at that point that I was going to begin summarizing it for her. But then I felt very heartbroken. So I just held the book very close to me and I'm like, okay, I really don't know what to say. Like, I'm feeling emotions I shouldn't be feeling towards you in my head at that point. I'm feeling angry towards you. I'm feeling like really sad and hurt that you would not read it and you took it so casually. So I walked back to my friend and I'm really like flustered and he's like, what's up? Is everything okay? And I tried telling him, yeah, everything is fine. And he's like, no, something is up. Like, what is up? And I was like, she didn't read the book. She told me to summarize it. And she's like, what did you do? I was like, I was going to summarize it. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he got really mad, okay? He got really mad. And he was my best friend. Then I still know him for now. It's been like 12 years. He got so mad. And he was very outspoken in general. So he walked up to her and he said, you're a very mean person. No one will ever do this to anyone. This is so mean of you that you didn't even read one page of the book. This is just not done. And something on those lines. I'm happy that you guys are not together or something. And then we just go off. We ride off. And it felt very nice that someone stood up for me. It felt like, oh fuck, I should have done this. But he did, which is okay. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't face this fear of like, oh shit, is this... Because I didn't know if this was rejection. I didn't know if she was not interested. I didn't know if she didn't care. I didn't know anything. At that point, I was like just broken. And I came back to my book. I don't know where the book is. I hope I find it. I just want to read it once to see what I've vomited in that. But it was a very interesting experience of my life because this is my first ever crush. I moved from boys' school, go to a co-ed, find this person, take 4 years to talk to her, and then spend 2 more years trying to talk to her, and then second year we don't talk, and the last year of our tenure, it seemed like this is a partnership, of our tenure, in the end she's like, just summarize it for me. And that will always stay with me because now I laugh a lot about it because I'm like, this is so stupid. It was very hurtful at then, but this is very stupid to think of so much about it and to make it up. And yeah, that's it. And then I came back home and I plugged in Tu Jaane Na. Because that seemed like the best thing to do at this point. But yeah, I feel like more than anything else, when I look at the story, and I was thinking about it a lot. Okay, I thought about it yesterday. Today while coming, I heard all of these songs on loop just to get back in the zone. And I just found one thing, which was innocence. I think now we've all fucked our sense of the world and everything around, that the innocence you had in love has gone away. It's completely disappeared. And it felt so nice to have that kind of innocence, even though it didn't turn out well. And every time I think about it, I want to laugh because I'm like, who writes a book? But I did. And I'm happy I did because all this came out of it. And then when I met her again in degree college 2 years later, I didn't feel the same. After I was 6 years, I looked at her and I'm like, cool, man, cool. You're happy in your life, I'm happy in mine. That's it. I don't think we should do this. Or I don't think we should I should persuade this or continue. And one day I was just like, okay, I think I should have done this earlier. But I have time now to think about what has happened in 6 years to be like, oh, I should not do this. But yeah, I feel like all of this Valentine Day or just brands and all of this shit, or movies for that matter, really movies for that matter, fucking make unrealistic things over the years. But I feel like love is innocent in that space, and I think we all innocently did love someone in our life. Love or had a crush on someone. Love is very strong, but had a crush on someone in our lives. And I felt like it was just exciting to go back and to kind of see your faces and to relate and be like, oh, even you at some point. That's it. That's about it. Yeah. So I feel like keep loving, keep remembering your innocent self that was once open to the world without any wounds or without any wounds because after that a lot has happened. But I just hope you keep finding innocent love wherever you go. whether it's in friends, whether it's in books, whether it's on stage, whether it's in yourself, whether it's anywhere. What I spoke about was specifically romantic, but this is open to anything and everything. And I believe like every day can be celebrated, not just like tomorrow, not just one day. Every day can be celebrated in whatever way you can. So continue doing that. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I'm going to call you last person for today, and then you can go home or go wherever. It's fine. Wherever. It's fine. It's up to you. Gautam. Okay, cool. Okay. No. You think I'm going to call you like this? No. Please sit down. I'm sorry. This is not. No. I'm not going to call everyone like this and suddenly call you. Okay, cool. Last person, guys. Go wild. Keep clapping. Go mad. Let him go. Go wild. Can you please have Gautam? He comes on stage. Keep clapping.
मतलब best flashback I've got today. Like मतलब every bit was जैसे उन्होंने बोला कि 6 लड़कियां आ रही हैं और उसमें से एक आई. मतलब मेरे को याद आ रहा है मैं बस के बाहर खड़ा हूँ उसकी और उसको बुला रहा हूँ खिड़की से, प्लीज़ 1 सेकंड. एंड दैट मैंने उसको बोला कि फ्रेंडशिप करनी थी, तो कहती नो. तो मैंने बोला फ़ोन पे बात भी नहीं कर सकते, कहती नो. तो मैंने बस ऐसे हाथ किया और पीछे. और उसके बाद जो मेरे जोक बने मेरे स्कूल में, मतलब मेरी हाइट थोड़ी ठीक हो गई थी तब तक, तो उसकी हाइट थोड़ी छोटी थी. तो मेरे दोस्तों ने जोक ये बनाया था कि मेरे पापा पेंशन लगाते हैं, मेरे से प्लीज़. और मतलब मेरे दोस्तों ने तब तक फ़ोन ले लिया था, 11th में पहुंच गए थे. मुझे छोड़ के मेरे सारे दोस्तों ने उससे बात की और मैंने नहीं किया. मतलब ट्रू इंसिडेंट. एक बार क्या हुआ, उसकी फ्रेंड बेहोश हो गई. और जैसा आपका कैसनोवा फ्रेंड था ना, मेरे 3-4 कैसनोवा थे. तो एक बंदे ने क्या किया, उसका फ़ोन लिया, प्लीज़ फ़ोन दो. उसने फ़ोन लिया और डॉक्टर को फ़ोन किया. डॉक्टर आया और डॉक्टर ने उसकी लड़की की फ्रेंड को देखा और ठीक कर दिया. शाम को हमने देखा है बंदा बात कर रहा है किसी लड़की से. तो मैंने बोला तू किससे बात कर रहा है, कहता उससे. तो मैंने बोला तेरे पास नंबर कैसे आया, तो कहता डॉक्टर को कॉल करने से पहले ना मैंने मेरे फ़ोन पे मिस कॉल मार ली थी. मतलब कैसा ना हुआ टू दैट लेवल. एनीवे, तो उस नोट पे आई बिगिन माय फर्स्ट पोइट्री. इन आँखों का कसूर नहीं तो क्या है, इन आँखों का कसूर नहीं तो क्या है, कुर्बान हुए कितने बेकसूर नहीं तो क्या है. तुम्हें देखते ही चल पड़े हमारी कलम, ये हमारी रूह की मलम नहीं तो क्या है. इन आँखों से प्यार का समंदर बहने दो, तुम्हारे इन तरसे लबों को कुछ कहने दो. इन आँखों से प्यार का समंदर बहने दो, तुम्हारी इश्क खुमारी हम जानते हैं, तुमसे छुपाई नहीं छुपती, तुम रहने दो. अभी बोला जाता है मुंह फट हैं, कल भरी महफिल में कह दिया कि तुम कितनी खूबसूरत हो. बहुत लोग बैठे थे उधर. कल भरी महफिल में कह दिया तुम कितनी खूबसूरत हो, एक एक ने गहरी सांस ली, शायद तुम सबकी ज़रूरत हो. क्या बात है. ये एक तार बची है, एक तार, ये एक तार बची है, इसे भी जोड़ दो. ये एक तार बची है, इसे भी जोड़ दो. तुम बस पर्दा हटा दो, बाकी हम पर छोड़ दो. तो मैं एक्चुअली नॉर्मली मैं पंजाबी में लिखता हूँ, सटैरिकल, थोड़ा कॉमेडिक मेरा जॉनर है जो मेरे को ईजिली, आई थिंक मेरे को ईजिली आता है वो. उस मतलब आई वोंट डू दैट टुडे. बट ये है कि जो जैसा पहला प्यार, या मैं पंजाब से हूँ तो थोड़ा वैसे का मेरा वो रहता है लिखने का सिस्टम. तो आई डू वन स्मॉल पीस इन पंजाबी. तो कविता का नाम है बुल्ट. मतलब हम बुलेट जो होता है उसको हम बुल्ट बोलते हैं पंजाबी में. तो सिंपल है, 3 पैरा से छोटे छोटे. आई लाइनर लाया होवे, आई लाइनर लाया होवे, पटियाला सूट पाया होवे. आई लाइनर लाया होवे, पटियाला सूट पाया होवे, ਬੱਦਲ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਛਾਇਆ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹਨੇ ਹੱਥ ਫੜਾਇਆ ਹੋਵੇ. ਹੋਰ ਕੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. ਬਹੁਤ ਬੜਿਆ. ਬੁਲਟ ਮੇਰੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਹੋਵੇ, ਕਰਦਾ ਬੱਲੇ ਬੱਲੇ ਹੋਵੇ, बुलट मेरे थल्ले होवे करदा बल्ले बल्ले होवे उन्ने रेबन लाई होवे ते मुंह ते लाली छाई होवे ਹੋਰ ਕੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ
ਬਾਕੀ 2 ਪੈਕ ਲਗਾਏ ਹੋਵੇ
और की चाहिए
ਐਪਲ ਵਾਲਾ ਈਅਰਫੋਨ ਇੱਕ ਉਹਨੇ ਕੰਨ 'ਚ ਲਾਇਆ ਹੋਵੇ ਦੂਜਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੰਨ 'ਚ ਪਾਇਆ ਹੋਵੇ ਐਪਲ ਵਾਲਾ ਈਅਰਫੋਨ ਇੱਕ ਉਹਨੇ ਕੰਨ 'ਚ ਪਾਇਆ ਹੋਵੇ ਦੂਜਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੰਨ 'ਚ ਲਾਇਆ ਹੋਵੇ ਬਾਈਕ ਰਾਈਡ ਵਾਲੀ ਪਲੇਲਿਸਟ ਤੇ ਐਡ ਫ੍ਰੀ 뮤직 ਵਾਲਾ ਪੈਕ ਪਵਾਇਆ ਹੋਵੇ ਹੋਰ ਕੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ
Thank you so much. This brings us to the end of the show. 2 more facts I'll give you, small, very, very small, okay? One, life comes to a full circle. I'll tell you how. Last year, my birthday is on 13th, okay? On 4th of June, 4th of June, I was on my Instagram scrolling. I came across this crush who was not very active on Instagram. She became recently. I'll tell you why she became recently. Because she was getting married. And on 4th of June, she said 9 days to go. And then I calculated it. And I'm like, out of all the days in the world, you found my birthday as a reminder of your marriage and my birthday. Thank you so much. I'm saying, thank you, ma'am. That was a very nice reaction. That was a very nice reaction. Thank you. Felt very nice to have this empathy. That was one fact. Second, I told you a lot of facts. I don't believe in direct marketing. I think subtle marketing is good because, like, you know how out there it's so much is happening, right? So I think subtle marketing is good. Otherwise, it's too loud. So please follow me on Instagram. It's @YSOHRSH. I also have a YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. The bio is on Instagram. Go do all of that. Apart from that, follow Habitat. Come here for events. We have more events than poetry. Sunday and Mondays for poetry. Same process. Sorry, you'll have to say yes, and then one of them will select you. You'll get your live stream and photos in 2-3 days. Please give us 2-3 days. It takes some time. Thank you so much, each one of you, for being here. Yeah? See you guys soon. Just can you please play Tu Jane Na?